Hi everyone, I wanted to talk about SIG sentences as promised. So a SIG sentence is essentially what is written on the prescription by the doctor. So something similar to this you'll see written on a prescription by a doctor, and it is our job to transcribe it and put it in layman terms for the patient to be able to understand. Okay, so we literally have to take our SIGs and write them out in layman terms in order for the patient to understand it. So if I were to look at the SIG sentence, the SIG sentence says, take 1 tablet by mouth, BID, for 30 days. So I'm sitting here trying to determine how to break it down. Well, TK means take. It's not an actual SIG code on the sheet that I gave you, but TK stands for take. So take 1 tablet. We know T stands for tablet. PO is mouth. BID is twice a day. X is 4 in this particular thing, 4 like FOR, okay, for 30 days. So the correct way that this would look on a test or on a practice sheet is like this: transcribed. Take 1 tablet by mouth twice a day for 30 days. We have to take this from the prescription that the doctor gives us and transcribe it for our patient so that the patient can understand how to take their medication. Patients do not understand SIG codes. That's where our job comes in. Our job comes in because it's very important for us to be able to be the middleman, okay? This shorthand is meant to be able to get the doctors to write things quickly and get them in and out, but it's our job to make sure the patient understands it. After you're able to successfully transcribe a SIG sentence, that is when you come into solving how much medication do we need to give the patient. So from this, we need to determine how many pills we have to give the patient based on the order. And that is where the formula dose times frequency times duration comes in. Mostly all SIG sentences will come in this format, and it requires us to be able to describe to them. Ooh, I didn't even know that was a feature. It requires us to be able to describe to them how many pills they need to be taken for the duration of their time. So what is a dose? A dose is how much of something that you need, okay? What is a frequency? A frequency is how often it is occurring. And what is a duration? A duration is for how long it's occurring. So let us go ahead and take a look at our sample prescription here, our sample SIG sentence, and let us identify the 3 pieces of information that are required for us to be able to know how to calculate a SIG sentence. So our dose, in this particular example, our dose is going to be 1 because we have 1 tablet. There's only 1 tablet, so our dose is 1 because it's only asking us for 1. So this is our dose. Then what is our frequency? How often are they asking us to take it? Is it by mouth? Is it tablet? No, those are not frequencies. A frequency is how often something occurs. BID is considered a frequency because it's telling us to do something. This is telling us to do it twice a day. So this is our frequency. The duration is for how long? Well, only one thing left to choose. This is our duration. These 3 numbers need to be pulled and multiplied straight across. And I did that down here at the bottom for you. So when you're doing your homework assignment, which would be SIG sentences 1 or SIG sentences part 2, whichever one you see on the board, the Google Classroom, the correct answers need to look like this. You're given a SIG sentence like this, and it's your job to transcribe it out for me to be able to see. I need to know that you can translate it into layman term for the patient and then solve for the quantity. So we have 1 tablet being taken twice a day, which is where the 2 comes from, for 30 days. 1 times 2 times 30 will give us a total of 60 pills for this order. So for this order, we are going to need to dispense 60 tablets in order for the patient to get their medication correctly. This is just an example of how to do that.